Tonight, of course, we gather to celebrate the incredible American story of a man who made so many other American stories possible, my friend Teddy. And unlike his beloved brothers, Sister Kathleen, his nephews, Teddy was granted the gift of time. He lived, in the Irish poet suggested, as he suggested, not just to comb gray hair, but white hair. And if you look at what he achieved in his 77 years, it seems at times as if he lived for centuries. Generations of historians will, of course, chronicle his prolific efforts on behalf of so many others around the world. I will leave that to them. Tonight, I just want to share a few thoughts about my friend. And what a friend he has been. A friend of unbridled sympathy and empathy, of optimism, and of full-throated joy. Examples, of course, of that friendship are legion. I remember many years ago, a close friend of mine passed away. Teddy didn't know him at all. I was asked to say a few words at that funeral. As long as I live, I'll never forget that as I stood at that pulpit and looked out over that gathering that day, there was Teddy sitting in the back of that church. He obviously wasn't there for my friend. He was there for me at my time of loss. That was what it was like to have Teddy in your corner. When our daughters Grace and Christina were born, the very first call I received was from my friend Teddy. When I lost the Iowa caucuses last year, not that anyone ever thought I was going to win them, the first call I received was from Teddy and Vicky. When my sister passed away last month, the first call I received was from Teddy, even though he was well into the final summer of his own life. And 2 weeks ago, as I was coming out of surgery, I got a call from Teddy, his unique voice as loud and booming as ever. Well, he roared, between going through prostate cancer surgery and doing town hall meetings, you made a great choice, he said. And though he was dying, of course, and I was hurting, believe me, he had me howling with laughter in the recovery room as he made a few choice comments I cannot repeat this evening about catheters. As we all know, of course, Teddy had a ferocious sense of humor. In 1994, he was in the political fight of his life against Mitt Romney. Before the first debate, held in Boston's, of course, historic Faneuil Hall, I was with Teddy and Vicky that evening, and his team, and along with everyone else, we were offering our advice before the debate began. Teddy, I cautioned, we Irish always talk too fast. Even if you know the answer to a question, you have to pause, slow down, and at very least appear to be thoughtful. Well, out he went. And of course, the very first question was something like this. Senator, you've served the Commonwealth of Massachusetts for nearly 35 years in the United States Senate. Explain then why this race is so close. Teddy paused. And paused. And paused. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, he answered the question. After the debate, I said, good Lord, Teddy, I didn't mean pause that long after the first question. What in the world were you thinking of? He looked at me, and I'll never forget it, and replied, he said, I was thinking, that's a damn good question. Why is this race so close?